Meaning began before belief. Before gods had form or stories had language, the nervous system searched for patterns that made the world survivable. The unknown triggered fear, and the body filled the void with rhythm, narrative, and presence. Meaning was not superstition. It was regulation. And so, here are 7 biological pressures that shaped the first sacred impulse. 1. Predictive cortex meaning-making. The predictive cortex and medial prefrontal regions close uncertainty loops so the organism can act without paralysis. A world without meaning activates threat circuits because ambiguity feels like danger. 2. Amygdala threat assumptions. The amygdala treats ambiguity as potential threat to prevent missed danger. This generates belief in unseen agents because hypervigilance prefers false positives. 3. Hippocampal pattern completion. The hippocampus links unrelated events into causal sequences through pattern completion. This produces mythic thinking that stabilizes the mind when the world feels chaotic. From poor attachment circuits in grief, oxytocin pathways and the anterior cingulate intensify when bonds break. This drives the search for continuity after death, forming early spiritual longing. 5. Entrainment and collective regulation. The premotor and superior temporal cortexes synchronize during shared rhythm and movement. This creates unity, trance, and the sensation of a larger presence regulating the group. 6. And boundary softening. The temporoparietal junction and posterior parietal cortex reduce self-focus during vastness. This quiets the default mode network and evokes reverence as a biological response. 7. Medial prefrontal narrative. Weaving. The medial prefrontal cortex binds events into stories that guide prediction. This becomes the foundation for myth, continuity, and meaning models. And so we realize the sacred impulse is biological. It rises from the systems that keep us alive. It is older than belief. It is older than language. So we ask ourselves, what if the sacred began as intelligence? What if meaning was protection? What if longing is a biological truth? What if the divine begins where the nervous system seeks coherence? The sacred began in the body. It began in the human who needed the world to make sense. It began as protection that became reverence. And you are the sacred intelligence remembering itself.